I stumbled across something so wild the other day while I was doing research for one of my videos, and like I literally cannot stop thinking about this because it's so crazy, it's so insane. But do you remember like in 2010 when 33 miners in Chile were trapped in a mine for like 69 days? Do you remember this? Well, apparently at some point before they were actually rescued, they were able to make some kind of contact and they were able to send letters down into the mine. You know, their families wanted to communicate back and forth. Well, apparently when they were doing this, some of the wives were sending down weed to the miners. Now, I couldn't find exactly how they were doing it, but they were sending in letters, so I assume they just stuffed a few joints or something in the letter. It would be kind of weird to send them like just loose flour and papers or something like that. Like, what else do they have down there? I'm assuming that it was just joints. I couldn't find exactly what it was, but these miners were trapped underground like 2,300 feet. They were like super deep underground. While they were waiting their rescue, we're getting some weed sent to them. Now, it's kind of interesting because as you imagine, not everybody's getting stuff sent to them. It's just some of the guys, and some of the guys weren't sharing. There's some reports of people saying like 4 or 5 guys would go off for a smoke session, not invite anybody else, which is interesting because like how much were they really sending down there if they're stuffing them in envelopes and stuff like that? They had to ration out all their food. They had to ration out the water. But like, bro, somebody sent you weed, you didn't have to ration that out. And you got to imagine that camaraderie is huge in a situation like this. You're trapped underground with a bunch of your peers and you're all living the same life. You're stuck in the same hell with each other. So it's got to be a hard choice to not share what you have, but you could imagine that. They're like, bro, I only have one and I'm only gonna be able to take a couple of puffs off of this. And this is the part that really stuck to me, that I really locked on. But at one point, the Chilean government was considering getting like a drug sniffing dog to sniff the letters before they were sent down, so they could like get any weed out or stop any weed from getting smuggled down into there. Which it's like, bro, just send everybody weed. Just put weed in every single one of the letters. Just send a pound down there. Bro, they're trapped in a cave. I think by the time that they were making contact, they'd been in there for over 2 weeks. And they had to consult with astronauts, so they were making sure to send down the right food and rations for them. But bro, just send everybody weed. Just send everybody weed. Bro, they're stuck in a mine. Just send everybody weed. Now, it got even more interesting as I was looking into this because some of the guys in the mine were requesting like blow-up dolls and condoms and lubrication. Like they wanted sex dolls down there. And the government tried to get them the dolls. They tried to get a doll for every dude down there. I read that one company was able to supply like 10 of them. They were having a hard time tracking down 33 of them apparently, but one company offered to supply 10 of them and they had to turn it down because they didn't want to send 10 dolls down to 33 dudes because they might fight over it. But like weed, bro, just send down as much as you can. Instead of trying to get a drug sniffing dog or something, just hire a team of joint rollers and just keep sending them down. But if I'm trapped anywhere, I mean, obviously I'm gonna need food and water, but right after that, I need weed. Now, I do wonder if weed was like more legal or more openly accepted in different countries and other places, that they would have sent stuff down. Because stuff was getting sent down to them, joints were getting sent down to them however they were doing it. But instead of adding on to that, instead of figuring out how they can get it into the hands of everybody, they were like, hey, hang on, I know these guys are struggling down here, but let's get a drug sniffing dog so that some of the guys don't get joints. Either way, this story was just so crazy. It's so interesting to think about. This happened a while ago, and I don't know if they would approach it differently today, but they really considered getting a drug sniffing dog to stop the men who were trapped in a cave from getting some weed. They were ready to send down blow-up dolls and porn and condoms and all kinds of stuff. But hey, let's get a drug sniffing dog to make sure that no weed gets down into the mine. Either way, thank you for watching the video. Come get high with me. I do a live smoke sesh every night on Twitch at 9 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget to link your Amazon Prime and you can subscribe to my Twitch for free. Give me that Jeff Bezos weed money. And you know what? I hope you have a great rest of your day.